Hello and welcome back. Greetings, salutations. Welcome back to day 3. Going for a new personal best today. Apologies. I had too much pepper in my breakfast. And it is choking me up. So, been doing some pre-planning, which we can go ahead and jump into that. Let's go ahead and jump back into our save. I did get ourselves the move relearner. No one really learned anything other than our boy Aristotle. We popped on submission. We take a little bit of recoil, but that 20 power points higher than low sweep is going to be necessary. I also did a little bit of pre-planning on this rival battle because we lost to the rival last time because of a turn 1 crit on the Hitmonchan. This time we've got the Hitmontop coming out. So we got the fake out, the bullet punch, the rock smash, and the thief. And I think our best Pokemon, Salandit. I think young Gary, our male Salandit. I have no idea why I'm going to the box here. I think he's going to be the best chance for us to take on this Hitmontop. Because as you can see, the Dragon Rage over here it's a guaranteed 2-hit. So we take the fake out, take about 1/3. We come in, we're faster because we're going to be timid. We get 50% on, we get the rock smash. Max we can take is 85 damage, barring a crit on that rock smash. And then we take out the Hitmontop, and then we go from there. So pretty sweet. We'll see, because every other Pokemon that we've gone through, like the Gengar, Thief just does too much to us. We're not super effective with the Shadow Ball. Obviously, Blissey gets absolutely destroyed. Mamoswine can come in. Go back to the Hitmontop. But the Rock Smash does 83%. So, the 15 plus the 83 is nearly a one-hit KO, and we'd have to be using the newly learned Ice Fang to get going on that. Bada bing, bada boom. If you happen to be watching on the replay, appreciate you tuning in. We're going for our new personal best. We want to get to the Nugget Bridge, so we got to take down this Gary. So we got the Salandit. We're going to be taking 85%. This is Salandit's only job, is to be timid and take care of... Where are we at? Take care of our... Dragon Rage. Take care of this Hitmontop. If there's some swaps, that's really going to kind of be really rough for us. But we can also look at the squad that Gary's got going here. If my thing wants to load. There we go. Rival 2. Charmander team. But outside of the Clefable, we kind of handle some of the stuff. Who else do we have? We have the Delphox. Takes care of the Simisage, but we probably need to be timid, which doesn't give us the potential one-hit KO with the Incinerate. But we can't be 2-hit with Power Gem, so that's the big thing there. but we have to be faster. So let's go ahead. Let's assume we're bringing in the Delphox. Put the Ice Boy back in. Both Ice, our Bash brother or Bash sisters, are probably going to be coming to the battle. But we've got Timid on our Delphox for the Simisage. Who else do we got? The Arbok. I'm pretty sure. Was that Mammo? Arbok, Nugget Bridge. Mammo with Bulldoze does some good work. What if you're Jolly? Jolly, it's a 50-50 on the speed tie. So I'm tempted to go Jolly on the Mammo. All right, nice and Jolly. So it's a speed tie. But Bulldoze into Ice Shard is a 2-shot on the Arbok. And then where is, we had Mudsdale, didn't we? Did we make one for Mudsdale? We need one for Mudsdale. Let's go ahead and make one. Could have sworn I had one for Mudsdale. I probably swapped it out for the Vigoroth. 28. Start out as Adamant. We have Serene Grace. Everyone will probably be rocking an Oron Berry. We know we've got the Beoldos. I believe we have Takedown. What else are we rocking? What else are we rocking here? Hilda is here. Serene Grace. Oh, yeah, we learned High Horsepower, which is going to be very clutch. 95 power points is huge. And then, of course, we have the Rock Tome. Were you an Arbok answer? Oh, yeah, with the Bulldoze, with the Crunch, High Horsepower is a one-hit KO. We are going to always be slower, but you were our Arbok answer. Eevee was absolutely obliterated by Poliwrath. Where you at, Polly? Where's the Polly? There you are. Absolutely obliterated with both Circle Throw and Submission. So we could click the Circle Throw so we don't take that 20% recoil. As long as it goes for the Evinium Z, which is just the big stat boost. So we had an answer for you. I mean, if we have to swap in, it's going to use that. And we outspeed as Adamant. So we still one shot. But do we need to outspeed anything else? Because if we go Jolly, we're still going to be one-shotting with Submission. We go up to 57. We'll see if we need to be Jolly. That's going to be the next thing to kind of check out. Because this Clefable, wasn't sure what we're going to be doing with this Clefable. Unfortunately, the Gengar doesn't have, like, Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave would probably absolutely obliterate this. But we can come in on and pop some Shadow Balls. So maybe this is probably our best Pokemon to take this Clefable on. We were also looking at the Tapu Fini as a potential come in. It just doesn't quite have the move set yet. We've got the Water Pulse, but wasn't there. So maybe that was going to be our answer. What about the Mammo? What were you doing to the Clefable? We're covering a lot with the Draining Kiss. But Bulldoze, I guess Bulldoze into Bulldoze into Ice Shard. It's a guaranteed 3-hit. So the recovery is going to be pretty big, but you can't use the Charge Beam, which is its setup deal there. So we know Gary's coming, Aristotle's coming, Spice is coming, Snape was coming. Hilda's coming. We have a third spot. Polyrath is taking care of the Eevee. Mudsdale or Mamoswine, our Spice Gal, can take care of the Charmeleon. Unfortunately, Aristotle doesn't quite take care of the Charmeleon because of the Thunder Punch. So I think we have everything covered, and we have a free open spot. So who do we want? Who are we having the most trouble with? I think it's the Clefable, which I know Vigoroth is probably not going to be the answer. Yeah, just that Graining Kiss is just absolutely terrifying. Mudsdale, how were you doing against the Clefable? High horsepower is a big, beefy smackdown, so we'll have to pay attention to that. You were here for the Simi-Sage. Unfortunately, you're going to be taking some damage. Tis Unforge. Tapu Finney's not going to really come, so let's check out who we could take. Oricorio. Let's just assume... Let's assume Modest, because Air Cutter is the best currently. With the Charge Beam, can't bring Oricorio. Who else do we have? Oh yeah, we got our... Oh no, we might want to... We were thinking... Oh yeah, we were thinking Gengar for the Clefable as well. But let's check out our Ice Big Beef Pokemon. Let's go ahead and learn that. We had the Ice Shard. I believe we had the takedown. Let me pull it up here. Oh yeah, and then we learned Avalanche. Even though I don't really want to be clicking Avalanche. Yeah, the Draining Kiss just makes that a really rough one. We don't have the berry to do Rest Wake Up. No Resto Chesto. So probably not going to be our shiny. We'll go ahead and move Gengar into this squad for now. What about Blissey? What were you doing against this Clefable? I mean, with Soft Boil, the Clefable could be. Guaranteed 6-hit KO. I mean, the problem is those Charge Beam increases are rough. Yeah, not Blissey's. I mean, gosh, bringing Blissey as the special wall is... We learned last time that that's very important. Blissey is the special attacker. Also, the Simi-Sage. Were you good on the Simi-Sage in case we get in trouble? Simi-Sage. No, with the Mega Drain, definitely not. How about Mamo? How are you doing on this Simi? I mean, Mega Drain has a shot to one hit. We're not faster, but the Ice Shard, as long as we get some damage, we can come in and Ice Shard it. So never clicking Ice. So I think we're going to be doing Gengar. We're going to be doing Salandit. Gosh, a male Salandit that we completely forgot that we could change the genders to. Stay up there. Mudsdale is coming. So Salandit lead. We've got the Gengar. Blissey's not coming, so Blissey can come over here. Mudsdale's definitely coming. We've got Mamo. We've got Polly. You are not coming, and then Delphox is coming. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. I mean, all I have to do is really hope that this we can take out the Hitmontop. I mean, maybe we get a free Dragon Rage on stuff if they choose the swap. I mean, the Simi Sage is never coming in, so that's almost 50%. The Clefable could come in which case it's going to go for the Charge Beam. So we have both Mudsdale and Mammo, which Mammo would probably be our best bet to come in on that swap. If then we just got to hope that bulldoze into, man, those recoveries are kind of rough. This Clefable is the biggest yikes for certain. We do have Clear Smog, which does some pretty good damage. It's just that Charge Beam is pretty rough. But I think this is going to be the squad. Give not the Old Rod. We want to give an Oranberry. I mean, just for a little bit of recovery. You're here for one Pokemon. Let's go ahead and swap on over to the team so you're not looking on that team setup. We're there. So we're timid. We wanted to be timid. Early Bird, we've got the Dragon Rage, the Flame Burst, the Smog. Gary can come in here and do some work. I really wish Gary had some extra stuff, but we need to be, I believe we need to be modest because we don't have Lick anymore. Or do we still have Lick? No, we were rocking the Confused Ray and the Hypnosis shenanigans in case we need to get lucky. This is where we lost last time, so I really want to make sure we win this, hit the Nugget Bridge, all those really tough battles. We've got the timid Delphox. Where are you at? Delphox is on the back here. We definitely wanted you timid because you need to be timid to outspeed the Simi Sage. And we got Incinerate, Grass Knot, Will-O-Wisp, and the Psybeam, and we'll be going for Incinerate all day. What does the Miracle Seed do again? Oh yeah, just boosts up grass type moves. So that's good there. We're already jolly on our Spice Gal. Merciless, we don't have the poison stuff yet. But we got a couple Pokemon that we can get some poisons on. Which actually, let's check out Ouvry Learner. Poison Gas. Over the Double Slap. That could be an interesting play. So instead of this, we have Poison Gas, 100% chance to land. In a pinch, we could risk our Timid Boy. Or let's check out like Simi Sage. Power Gems absolutely annihilating us. Clefable won't take, I mean, Charge Beam would take us out after our Dragon Rage shenanigans. But if it swaps turn 2 and we only take that 30, we could get off a poison on this thing, so we're guaranteed crits with our Mammo. That's what I'm thinking. But I mean, we'd have to take out the Arbok first, but we have that tech in the back. So we actually do have some poisons, which is big. Hilda, what were you rocking? Serene Grace. We've got, let's go ahead and pop High Horsepower up top. And then do we need to be jolly? That's the question. We don't need to be jolly against the Eevee. In an emergency pinch, jolly, we're never outspeeding the Simi Sage. Never outspeeding the Charmeleon, which is the problem. That's why he doesn't take out the Charmeleon or take on the Charmeleon. Just way too slow. What else are we rocking here? We got the Arbok. I mean, I don't think we're ever coming in on the Arbok. Poison Jab does too much. Submission does recoil. Jolly doesn't help us against the Arbok. Never coming in on the Clef, but we'll just see how bad the matchup is, just because Draining Kiss is absolutely annihilation. And I don't think Jolly matters to outspeed you. Jolly doesn't. And then in case this Hitmontop swaps, man, if it swaps, fake out pressure is going to be real. I wish we had some fake out pressure. We do need the Jolly to outspeed the Hitmontop. So we will be staying Jolly, but do we want to be Jolly? Or do we want to be plus speed, naive, minus special defense? I think we'll want to be naive. Because Aristotle's never coming in on anything that's a special attacker, because that's the Clefable and the Simisage. And now we outspeed the Hitmontop. So, are you ready? I'm ready. This is for new personal best. I really hope we can get it. Let's get some tunes going. We've been talking this entire time with no tunes. Get some good old Super Nintendo tunes going. But let's get this hyped battle going. We've got Rival 2. This is where we lost last time. I think we're going to stick with our Gary strat. I'm actually really excited. Marius, this one's for you, my guy. This one's for you. Gary's coming. We lost last time to a crit turn 1. So I am anticipating a turn 1 fake out that we can't stop. I could have left the Gengar, but that would allow two moves on us. So let's go ahead and click that. We know that's coming. We flinched. We took like max damage on that, which is very unfortunate. But we outspeed, so we're hitting the Dragon Rage. This says 55%. He is going for the Thief, which doesn't do enough. I forgot that does way more than, or I mean, it doesn't do way more, but it does more than Rock Smash. And now this is a guaranteed knockout at 45%. But unfortunately, Flame Burst doesn't do this, so this AI can shift into the Clefable. Probably should have read that and just gone for a different move. All right, what do we want? We're definitely getting Charge Beamed. So we want to go into our Mammo. Or is it better to go into Mudsdale? Because on the Mudsdale, this thing should be going for Icy Wind. And we outspeed after a Bulldoze. I'm actually going to pivot. We're going to go ahead and swap into Hilda. We're going to swap into Hilda here. Charge Beam, get red. And we go for the Bulldoze, because we will outspeed. Even though Icy Wind slows us down, so we won't outspeed. That's a bummer. Should have just gone for the high horsepower. But maybe this prevents the Draining Kiss, because we don't do over half. So the speeds are the same. Let's go for the high horsepower. And this should take out this. This was the biggest threat. This was absolutely the biggest threat. Get our Oranberry recovery, and this should take it out. Gone. Clefable's gone. Clefable's gone. All right, all right, all right. What are you sending out? Semi-Sage? So... Semi-Sage is 100% going for the Mega Drain. It annihilates me. Mega Drain doesn't do big damage against us with the Delphox. So Snape, come on out. I need you to pretend that this is Dumbledore on the other side. Go Incinerate. And we get the withdrawal. Okay. Okay. Into... Okay. Charmeleon is here. Charmeleon has the Thunder Punch, but honestly, it can't do too much to us. But who do I want to swap into? Gonna be going for Thunder Punch, so we could pivot into... to either Mammo or is here. Charmeleon. Fire Punch does 50% to us. But we're 50-50 on this roll if we go into Mammo. So we take 0 and then it's a 50-50 if we're faster. And we go for the Bulldoze. I think we're gonna go into Spice. It's time to spice up your life. If you wanna be my lover. All right, goes for the DD. That's terrifying. Because now we do not outspeed. This does 72%. Which unfortunately, I just got to kind of and you DD twice. All right, you're going to be +1 after this Bulldoze. Maybe we get lucky, we get a crit. Kind of need the crit. I think we got a max roll at 78 or yeah, 78%. Now, why did that do? That feels like it did way more. I mean, at +2, you still don't take me out. So do I just go for the Bulldoze? I think I'm just going to go for the Bulldoze. Why did... Oh, Blaze! Oh my goodness. Blaze boost. Shoot. Oh, man. It's got like... We'll just assume 10. It might have 9 HP there. Does 10 boost it up? 13%. Yeah. Dang it. Blaze. And we don't have priority, man. Dang it. All right, well, we have to go out into Delphox. And we have to click Incinerate because I mean, the Psyshock takes it out. But I can't risk the Arbok coming in. Dang it. Going for another DD. Oh my goodness. Please take this thing out. It's not enough. We got the low roll. I mean, I still can't go for the Incinerate, or I can't go for the Psybeam. All right, well, we knew we lived. That was terrifying. And I think we got crit too. Oh shoot, do we outspeed this thing after it gets its boost? Unfortunately, even with our speed boost, we don't. But it can't one-shot us, so we have to swap into Poly. Dang it, man. Dragging the DDs. And it goes for the round. Now the question is, circle throw is still 100%. And if it does swap, we're only taking like 20% damage here. So that was a prediction on a potential swap out, but the EV's gone. That 20% probably is very important. And now this thing's in. Poison jab only does 40%. This thing's guaranteed faster than us. Honestly, I kind of want to go circle throw. We'll get a little bit of recovery from the berry. We did get poisoned. That's Aristotle's just nothing but poisoned. Poisoned against Archer, now poisoned here. But this thing is moving. Why'd you have to pull out the Semi-Sage, man? Couldn't have been a Hitmontop? All right, the Mega Drain's coming out. Which I think we're going to have to pivot into Oogie. I mean, Oogie's our only one that's left, man. We're going to lose. Oh, man. Not reading Blaze is going to cost us huge. All right, we do two-shot this thing with Shadow Ball. But is he going to read the Shadow Ball? I mean, we have to. We just have to go out and do 2 hits here. He doesn't recover enough, and then the Shadow Ball takes you out. And there's the swap. That's kind of what I was afraid of. Give me a crit, man. No crits. All right, Sucker Punch takes us out, but Crunch also has a huge chance to take us out. Has an 81% chance to take. Actually, it's 100% at this range. Shoot. All right. What is Mudsdale? Oh, man. I have to get a free swap into Mudsdale so I can hit a high horsepower or a Bulldoze. A Bulldoze will take it out from here, which will be important to get the speed drop on anything that comes in. I just don't remember what percentage Semi-Sage is at. So I think I'm going to have to sack someone. I think the sack has to be on. I feel like it's got to be Gary, unfortunately. Who else? Yeah, if we got the Semi-Sage in the back, we got to have our Delphox. Where are you? Crunch is going to take you out. We need the free swap into Hilda. 42. So we're at 41%. We live any non-crit from this thing, so we do have to sack. I think we got to sack Gary. Is Paulie... Man, I can't sack my boy. He's the thumbnail. I wish you were faster than Arbok, man. Yeah, we're going to sack Gary. We are sacking Gary. I mean, maybe he went for the sucker punch instead of the crunch, but it should be going for crunch all day. And this was a swap into Hilda. And Bulldoze does 75 to 90%. So if we do have a swap into anything else, this allows us to outspeed at least the Clefable. And the Arbok is done. All right, the Semi-Sage is here. The Semi-Sage is real. Oh man, Mega Drain. I mean, luckily it gets 0 recovery from this Mega Drain. It gets 0 recovery. I wish Mudsdale was faster. And unfortunately, let's see, what's Boogie doing against this Semi-Sage? Boogie does 75%. Boogie's taking 30% from this. So yeah, we're gonna have to sack again if we want the run to continue. Luckily we are faster. And I think Mudsdale's gonna go down. Mudsdale! Are we gonna have enough Pokemon to get through Nugget Bridge? All right. All right, Mudsdale's gonna go down, and then we swap into Snape. And then it's gonna be, I think, it depends on how much. I think it depends on how much recovery it gets here. We don't have takedown, we have double kick. Dubla kick. It's my best hit against this thing. High horsepower. All right, Mudsdale. 07s. It went for the... It predicted a potential swap out, so it gets no recovery. Which means the Gengar should be able to come out. And I don't know if it's a roll, but it can't kill us. What was Delphox doing too? That is not how you spell Semi-Sage. Or I could just go out into the Delphox, get the auto, which will be a destruction with the Incinerate, and then cannot swap into the Clefable. At least gets no recovery from Drainy Kiss. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go out into Snape. We're gonna click the Incinerate. We're gonna need to blitz this thing out of here. I mean, this probably guarantees... Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing. Oh no. Hitmontop. It is not faster than us, but unfortunately, it's packing the Fake Out. And Fake Out does take us out from this range. Gengar does take this thing out. We will be faster. But we could save Delphox if we swap in on a Fake Out. And Psybeam does take this out. So if it doesn't Fake Out, we kill it with Psybeam. If it does Fake Out, we can save Snape by going into Gengar. Because this is a Technician Hitmontop. I mean, it's also rocking the Bullet Punch. We could also sack, as much as I don't want to, Poliwrath. Poliwrath takes... You're at 19. Why are you poisoned? Because unfortunately, Fake Out into Bullet Punch does take us out. Do you go for... I mean, the Fake Out's the only way this thing kills and lives. How much is Gengar? Gengar's taking... Because what else does it go for? Thief? If it predicts a Gengar swap in. Delphox. Thief does 60% to Delphox. Thief knocks out my Boogie. So I'm pretty sure we just have to let Snape go down, or we let Aristotle go down. I forget how healthy this Clefable is. I think our boy Poliwrath has to go. I mean, we can also... I mean, if we have to, we'll have to let Poliwrath go down to the Clefable. But it's going to do some big damage before it goes down. So, Delphox, if it predicts the switch, we kill. If it doesn't predict the switch, we're moving on. It doesn't predict the switch, Snape's down. We go out into... you, and we click Shadow Ball. Oh, Clefable's dead! We win, though. New PB, baby. New PB. What did it cost? My entire squad. Oh, man. So many good Pokemon. Spice, one of the Bash gals. They all did so well. Swap you to the back. Because we, unfortunately, 07s. Gary, you never got to see the gender swap. Hilda, you did so well. Snape, we could have saved you in the end. Had I not forgotten that Clefable was dead, we would have been able to save you. And the big unfortunate thing is this does not open up new encounters. Finny and honestly, Beef, you're gonna have to be out here for now. Do we need flying coverage though? We have the ice. We need a hard-hitting slasher. Man, that's rough, but new PB. New PB, baby. All right. Eee! Let's just make sure we don't get any levels here. We don't. Didn't really want to go in here, but let's go ahead and do a save so we don't lose our progress. And let's get ready for the Gauntlet of dESPAIr. Got 2 double battles. Oh, man. Buns. Gengar, you survived. Salandit, you did not. Mudsdale, you did not. Poliwrath, you did. Everyone else. Blissey, come on board. Vigoroth, come on board. Keep the organization here. And mini bosses. We got the double battle with the bugs. And my 2 fire types are Gonzo. So Gengar's pretty good. We got Blissey out. We got Vigoroth out. We also need our Ice Titan. The last remaining Bass Bro. I need to start doing predictions. I need to start predicting. Ice Shard's gonna be good here. It's gonna be very necessary. Mamo is no more. Who did we bring out? I don't think we might have brought the Oricorio. Oricorio is gonna have to come out. We need some flying for this battle. Not Drill Peck, we want regular Peck. We also have to remember we do have the helping hand if we need it. I'll be right back. Chair stream is chair stream. All right. We got Oricorio on deck. All right, who else? We've got those four. We need Tapu back. Feeny. The Bone Zone. What else were you rocking? Young Zoe. One, two, three, four, five, six. And the Sentient. Let's go ahead and put you there, and then let's swap you out for now. I wish you had a better move than Water Pulse. That one hit the wrong hole. Okay. So, Ice Boy lead. And possibly Gengar, because Gengar's probably going to outspeed everything. But we also can think about a Marius lead. With the Air Cutter doing 66%. And then we just take down whoever we want. Which are you doing to... What's the other... What's the other one? Vivillon. Ice Shard. We essentially destroy whoever we want. Turn one with this lead. Gotta remember this is doubles. So let's turn it to doubles on all of these. So Ice for sure leading because Ice Shard is too strong. Oh, I have two of you. Why do I have two? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And we probably want to take out this Butterfree, so no sleep powder shenanigans, no healing shenanigans. Where are you at? You are faster than the Butterfree, so we get to just kill whichever one we want. What do you have coming in the back? Let's go ahead and pop what I'm looking at and what I'm working on right here. Oh yeah, the Wormadam. Got the Wormadam with the Rocky helmet in the back. Got to consider that Citrus Berry. Does Citrus Berry... I mean, Ice Shard, if it does 96... into Shadow Ball should for sure like take it out. And even if we were doing the Oricorio at 50%, I mean, if we do 80, how much are you healing? How much does Citrus Berry? $25%. This was the extra one. So at 25% of 75, you're doing 15 points of damage. So if you go down to 20%, not 30. Be healing this, so you'll be going up to 30. So it'll be going up to 40. So we could lead the Oricorio as well. Should be able to lead the Oricorio if we want, because that allows us to get some damage here. Best thing you can do is Electro Web. What are you doing? I think we definitely double into. Oh man, Shadow Ball absolutely annihilates you. Almost a one-hit KO. Air Cutter's there. And what is the Wormadam doing? Bulldoze coming in. Honestly, on the Bulldoze, because it's going to go for Bulldoze. Now we want the Wormadam. We're going to be slowing down. We'll still be faster after one Bulldoze. But we're going to be Ice Sharding this slot to do 90%. So after Gengar does a little smack smack, and we annihilate the Butterfree. This thing's gonna be going for Air Cutter, so we don't do too much. We don't take too much damage. We Ice Shard, and then we're into Oricorio. We've got the Wormadam here. Should be an easy one. Rock Tomb doesn't do too much. We should be good. I think that's going to be the set. These three Pokemon. Right here. And we lead with Oogie. So let's go ahead and get into our first Nugget Bridge battle. The gauntlet has begun. Could you imagine if they made this to where you couldn't like heal? Our shiny boy. So we're Ice Sharding and we are Shadow Balling. The Citrus Berry here. But unfortunately, you're gone. You're not gone. Oh no. Okay, just goes for the Air Cutter. That's fine. A crit's not cool, but... Alright, here we go for an Ice Shard on you. And then we Shadow Ball this slot. We get Arbery. And we got the Wormadam. How much were you doing to Wormadam again? Only taking 15% from this thing. So we Ice Shard and we swap. Ice Shard you. Swap to you. Should be good to go. Dunzo. Go for your bulldoze. We take no damage. And gauntlet number 1. Oh my goodness. Gauntlet number 1 down. Numero 1 down. We are on to Last Alley. And we got a Jigglypuff, an Aurora, and a Brion. So unfortunately, the Jigglypuff kind of destroys you, but Jigglypuff can't do anything to Gengar. But Gengar is probably sliding out of the starting spot. Honestly, even with, I mean, the Fairy Kiss, man, why does my dude have Fairy Aura? It's rough. Kratos is going to have to be a lead on everything, so let's start there. Jigglypuff! Ice Shard is 1/3. And what other Pokemons do we have? We had the Rock. How do we spell that? It's an A. It's an M. So Ancient Power can be doing some damage to you. We are faster though, so we can, well, Avalanche. Well, Avalanche only does double damage if you go second, right? Summary. Yeah, if you get hit first. Which we won't unless the Jigglypuff comes out and hits us with something, but it can't really do too much to us at all. So we got a tanky ice sharding boy out front. Who else do we want? Let's peep. See, unfortunately, Poliwrath not destroying this Jigglypuff, but could destroy this other thing. Submission does take it out. 37% from the Draining Kiss. And we're taking 21% damage. So as long as he doesn't get crit, we can take out one Pokemon here. Let's make sure we put Kratos here. So Poliwrath can come to take care of this thing. But unfortunately the Brion comes in and then Poliwrath's pretty much useless. I mean, still smacking it. But it's water type, so it's like, yeah, I mean, with the two Pokemon out there, can't stay in. Luckily, our tanky boy with rest can sit out there. So Poliwrath can take care of the Rock, the Amora, turn 1, and then we swap. Round is kind of hurting you. Our Gengar can come in on the Brion. Man, double round shenanigans is pretty rough. Blissey completely walls this thing. Completely walls Jiggly. So Blissey's going to be our swap for Aristotle because it's probably going to get doubled in that slot, and then Kratos can kind of do some extra damage. And then what are you doing? Slashes come in, and Beef can kind of come in to help clean up too. Oogie can kind of come in to help clean up as well. And what about the Finny? Finny could come to the battle because Marius is kind of getting rocked by these rounds. Doing against this Jiggly. Yeah, I think we swap Finny back in for Marius. Good job on that last battle, Marius. We take out the Amora. I mean, if we get doubled, we are faster, right? The Amora. We are faster, so this thing just dies to a submission. Which means we'll want to change the nature on this Draining Kiss that's coming in. So let's go ahead and change up. We'll just go ahead and make ourselves, because we don't need the speed, we'll just make ourselves adamant. It allows us to do more damage. We take even less from Draining Kiss. We take big recoil. How much recoil is that really? Like, it should only be 21% damage from recoil. But this is the plan. We are ready to go. For battle number 2 in the gauntlet. Let's make sure we led with Kratos. We got the Blissey coming in. Kratos is just going to be ice sharding away, and then we can clean up with the other Mons that are in the back. We do need to take Zoe up. Refresh. No. All right, let's go. Battle number 2. Man, the Fairy Aura. We do have that turned on. We do. And do I honestly just want to do Avalanche? Do as much damage to this thing as possible, since we are doing the submission over here. Oh, I forgot about the berry. Did the calculator calculate the berry? Oh, no. Got hit with the Icy Wind, which does nothing to either of us, which is actually is not terrible. We're not in a bad spot. Hey, Carnival Crow, welcome. Appreciate you tuning in over here instead of a United Gamer. I think he's still going with his subathon. But how's your day going, Carnival Crow? We finally got past the rival. We lost 4 Pokemon, but, you know, it is a hardcore Radical Red. Are we still faster here is the question. And are we... Oh, my gosh. I'm in the battle, and professional streamer over here. In the battle, did not swap over. Never. But we got my boy Polyrath. What were we looking up? We're slower by 1 turn. There's no way. No way it outspeeds us. So we could even just Bubble Beam. We don't even need to take the chip. So I think that is what we are going to do. Bubble Beam away. You love newer content? Me too. I always like popping in on the smaller streams too. And actually, we were slower because we are adamant now instead of timid like we were before. That's a bummer, but we got plenty of Pokemon for this Brion. But I appreciate you tuning in, man. Appreciate you tuning in. New personal best here on the hardcore. I have no idea how Shady and United are doing. Even on regular Radical Red, doing a Soul Link, it's pretty insane. And then we want the Brion here. Brion is doing some pretty big damage here. We got to remember we are slow boys. 51. We're at 36%, so Brion cannot knock us out. I think we are slower by 1. So it is faster. It's got to go for the round. Joltonite, very cool. Yeah, doing the 30-minute series. I mean, if I was doing just like video uploads, I'd probably do that. But my way would be doing it like 2 uploads at a time, so it's always an hour. I kind of just want to swap in the Blissey here and just play it safe. So I think for Kratos, the Blissey's going to come in. And even slower than... I mean, the Draining Kiss is probably coming out on Aristotle, so we actually should probably double swap. So let's actually... Well, I mean, if it does go for an attack, I'm going to go ahead and Avalanche this thing. And then I'll swap in the Blissey on the boy Aristotle. And now, what are you doing to me? Probably rounding this slot. It's got Liquid Voice, so it can hit the Gengar, unfortunately. How much are you doing to Gengar? 41%. We're going to swap into the Gengar, and then we're going to double edge here. Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of the longer form stuff, and just like the Let's Plays in general, just work much better live. And we'll just go ahead and wreck this Brion's life's dreams and fantasies with the Boogie Oogie over here. We did not rare candy up our beef over here. Could have learned the chip away. Slash is... It is better. Huge. Okay, Violet up. We're doing the... this is a tough gauntlet. It's my first time going through this gauntlet. And we don't have too many Pokemon to use because we lost 4 in the last one. Oh, boy. Alright, so now... This is the rough part. We lost 2 ground types. Oh yeah, randomized abilities. Let me go ahead and give you since you're just tuning in, a showcase of the team. So Kratos is our shiny Titan. Currently rocking Merciless, which unfortunately we don't have any poison moves available yet. But if we do get that, the ice shards from this thing are going to just be devastating. Our starter was on this is our second run. Got lucky. My favorite Pokemon is Poliwrath, and had to take my boy. Unfortunately, it's like a double negative on this ability. We got Fairy Aura, weak to fairies, and I'm pretty sure this boosts the opponent's fairy type moves as well, because it says all fairy types moves. Not 100% on that, but it's still really bummer. So we need to get to Celadon real fast. But this Gengar is still adamant for some reason. I need to change that, but has Fatal Precision. I haven't come across a Pokemon that we're super effective against with the Ghost type, but these Shadow Balls are about to be super boosted. We got beef with the slacking in waiting. We just got to get through Misty. Currently with the Shadow Tag, not terrible. Nurse Joy, our wonderful, wonderful Blissey, unfortunately rolled Sandvale. Pretty buns there. And then we did get ourselves a Tapu Fini. Zoe here has the Bone Zone. Controlling, you know, I don't think it gets any bone moves, so it's kind of a bummer. Got to wait until Celadon for Zoe to really pop off as well. And then in the box, we have Marius and Oricorio, which I've never used Oricorio. Unfortunately rolled early bird, but has actually come in clutch for us. So we need to... I was rocking Adamant because Lick was our only move for a while. We need to get nice and modest. That was honestly probably the difference on that Butterfree in that double battle. That's why it lived. I had modest in the calculator. And I totally just went through that entire team setup for you, and I didn't swap the screens. Professional streamer. Professional streamer. So one more time, we got the Merciless Titan, the Fairy Aura Poliwrath, the Fatal Precision Gengar, the Shadow Tag Vigoroth, the Sandvale Blissey, and the Bone Zone on good old Zoe. Love the team. Love the squad. Much better than our first run. Our first run, we got absolutely booty butt cheek ability rolls. So here we got Plusle, Electrike, and Snover. We've got 2 special attackers. Actually, all 3 special attackers. So Blissey is actually going to be clutch. And luckily, we're not on doubles anymore. Did we get him? And youngster Timmy out here. We can just absolutely destroy it with an Avalanche. It gets boosted up to 120, right? Yeah, Avalanche takes it out if it wants to hit us with a Grass Knot. Second Geo, huge, dude. I'm actually really nervous to get to those fights. I'm really nervous. Just because the encounter, I mean, losing encounters just kind of makes it like you're just trying to get as far as you can. But I don't have it like... Right now, since I lost my ground types, I feel like I don't have any hope against Surge with too many water types. So it's like, I feel like that's the next big, huge roadblock. And even Misty's going to be real tough. So Avalanche, if it wants to hit me, completely takes out this Plusle. So Plusle, easy money. Electrike, and you're only doing 27%. Is it K? How do you spell this thing? Kid. I'm going to become the best Pokemon speller after this one. Oh my gosh. Electivire. I would love to get me Electivire. Electrike. Also can't do anything to me. Avalanche is almost an Oko. We are faster, but almost an Oko. Skip the dojo early on. That is some good advice. The one from watching a lot of the other streams, the double battle on the SS Anne with all the pledge shenanigans also has me really nervous. I feel like if I get past Misty, that's probably gonna bone me. Carnival, since you're here, what is your favorite Pokemon? That's always the number one question I ask. Electrike. So we're just gonna be doing our Satitan on this battle. It's gonna be a Satitan solo battle. Snover for the youngster. Fortunately, we are faster, so we don't get the boosted avalanche. We'll kind of go from there. I'm totally cool with leaving. This one feels like a lot easier of a battle. So let's make sure we got Kratos out front, adamant in nature, and let's do it. Number 3. Won't be that easy. Oh, it's a double. I thought it wasn't a double. I guess the next one's not the double. Oh, no. I mean, the strat's probably the same. Except we got to go out into our special wall. Actually, this probably works out because they're probably going to focus down the Poliwrath slot. Little mistakes. Little mistakes. Actually, Grass Knot doesn't do anything to us. And Shockwave doesn't do anything to us. Oh man, I wish I had a ground move on this thing. Do I just double in? Shockwave. I mean, the safe play is just swapping in the Blissey. I think that's the safe play. We're just going to take the safe play. Corviknight, huge. I mean, given your name, that is extremely fitting. That's very cool. Very cool. Probably the best of the bird Pokemans. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and avalanche you. And then we're going to go into the special wall who doesn't have a berry anymore. Nurse Joy. Did double into our Poliwrath. That's big damage. And honestly, you can just take a seat and we'll start chipping away at this Plusle. Corviknight's so cool. That's a Pokemon that I would love to get in this run. When it gets a broken ability, it's probably one of the best in Radical Red. We had a Skarmory last run. It just did not roll a good ability. And we have, what was the Snover doing here? Snover's doing a whole lot of nothing, and we'll go ahead and avalanche this sucker. And honestly, that Plusle's not doing too much to us at all. Doubled into my Titan. But what it doesn't know is it just boosted my avalanche to skyrocketed levels. Snover, take a seat. And this one is pretty much a finito. Denzo with the number 3. Pokevile. All right, now we are done with the doubles. Now we are done. Ooh, you got a soft spot for Noivern? Out of the pseudo dragons, I mean, out of the pseudos, Tyranitar is probably my favorite. But out of the pseudo dragons, it's probably a tie between Noivern and Flygon. I just wish Flygon had like some like bug theme going with it. Would be cool to have a bug theme with the even with the ability, you know, like boosting up some bug moves. So we got the Greedent. Poliwrath feels like a great lead for you, even though it is bulky and it has the Citrus Berry with the Seed Bomb. Man, we aren't doing too much to you. We are not doing too much to you. If they ever added a sound type to the game, that would be kind of the big clutch. Would really make Pokemon like Noivern. Oh man, the electric poison type. Why am I blanking on it? Why am I blanking on Toxtricity? Oh, I love me some Toxtricity. Sound type would really, or like some like sound, some more sound like items like Throat Spray would really make those Pokemon go off hard. And Chatot, yep. Yeah, I did not finish Scarlet or Violet, and I haven't done any of the DLCs. And honestly, like a lot of the variant forms, like the Iron stuff and like Roaring Moon, like they're kind of cool, but they're just not like clicking with me. I could just be like a big old-fashioned Gen 1er, but they aren't clicking too much. Seed Bomb, we are way faster. We do 2-hit this thing. We do take a ton of damage from it. We do take a ton of damage. Togetic? Togetic. You and me both. You and me both. I'm a 30 plus Gen 1er stan. I mean, Gen 2 is probably my favorite game in the series. So like Heart Gold, I go back and do randomized Nuzlocks of that all the time, just in my spare time, just because I love playing it. But yep, the older games are just, it's got a soft spot for me. So we got 2 special attackers. So Blissey's going to be once again wonderful. We don't quite 1v1 this guy though. We do kind of 1v1 the Clamperl. Unbound, I'm pretty sure I have. I'm pretty confident I have. Ooh. Pokemon. Which custom story is the Unbound? Or maybe not. Unbound, the story. Ended in war. Yeah, I remember the snow stuff. Oh, no worries, man. No worries. I love interacting. That's what I love about the live stuff. But I definitely remember the snow. It's been a hot minute since I visited the Pokemon Unbound, but we have done that. What else do we have? We got the Finny, the Vigoroth. Are you good on the Greedent? Not really. Are you good on this guy? Man, we need you to evolve. Can be decent against that Pokemon. Gengar might be the way on this one. Oh, they just got an update? Huge. Actually, You might not be the answer. You do take care of this one. And you do take care of Clamperl with a really high chance. So you're a Clamperl answer. We kind of don't have too many answers because of this dang seed bomb. We're faster than you. This is definitely our answer here. Because we should just be able to go ice, avalanche into ice shard. So that's who we use for you. Who are we using for this Greedent? We might have to just... We don't have Mudsdale anymore. RIP. I appreciate you being here. We're going to be doing this on repeat for a while. So when I die, it's going to be starting over a new one. Clamperl, we got this answer. I guess we're just going to have to risk Poliwrath. I mean, I could Circle Throw. It's just that Citrus Berry is just terrifying. I don't think I two-shot with submission on the Citrus Berry. And you're a physical attacker, so obviously Blissey's out of the question. I'm contemplating doing a Circle Throw turn 1. Because that should pop the berry. I need to double check Cheek Pouch. Pokemans. This Greedent is terrifying. Because we can swap into Gengar on a Clamperl. But we do risk the two-shot on that one. Swapping into it. Even though, what are you going to be going for? Always going to be going for Water Pulse. So I think I have to just go Submission, see how much I do. And then utilize Vigoroth, and who else should I use? Vigoroth and the Oricorio? To hopefully take him down. I think, oh man, it's also got Swords Dance. That's terrifying. So it might just be going for Swords Dance turn 1. You say Ori? Yeah, I don't plan on giving up after 3 whiteouts. I want to make it. I want to make it. Yeah, so maybe we have to go for the Circle Throw turn 1 with Polly, just to prevent that. Because unfortunately, we're not doing it's not a guarantee 3-shot with Air Cutter on Ori. So I think that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna do Circle Throw turn 1. We're gonna pray that we don't go into the Clamp Burl. If we go into the Draining Kissing Togetic, oh my goodness, I can't talk. I've been talking way too long. We go out into our Ice type to take care of that. We get some big damage off, and then we got Blissey. Ooh, Solid Rock. Sweet. I'll be here. I'll be watching. I'll be watching. So who do we want to bring? Does Tapu deal with this Clamp Burl? Not with Rest. But we do almost one-shot it. We have to pray for a one-shot on the Clamp Burl. We just can't swap into it, but we can swap into it if we one-shot. All right, we might have to do some risky plays. Who's not coming? Is the Oricorio not coming, or... Everyone's kind of important. High Chris chance on the Vigoroth. Man, this one could be a run ender. This one could be a run ender, but I've got to try the Circle Throw turn 1. And then we might have to rely on... I mean, it can't do too much damage to us if we go into the Clamp Burl, and I don't really want to do with Sleep Top, do the Hypnosis, but we'll see where we go with there. It might be a Circle Throw shenanigans until we get to the Togekiss. But we're jumping in battle number 4 on Nugget Bridge. This terrifying Greedent. Let's go ahead and be a professional streamer. Aristotle ready to rock and roll. Turn 1 Circle Throw. Gonna get hit with the Seed Bomb. What do we go into? Pop your berry. All right, so its berry's gone. And we got the 50-50 that we wanted. We got the 50-50 that we wanted. So we know the Draining Kiss is coming. And we go into Kratos. I love that we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles music. All right, it went for the T-Wave, which is okay. As long as we don't get fully parried. We get some damage off, and we got the full para. That's rough. That's rough. For sure, we've got some... This is kind of a yikes. Because this is a free setup. It's 100% going for the Swords Dance. Ooh, boy. Luckily, we've got the Pokemon that we want out. We just can't get full parried. All right, so we got +4. It's still not going to be taking me out. So as long as we don't get full parried. Don't throw! Yeah, Wug Trio. It's the new Doug Trio. Water Pokemon. Super cool. But But don't throw, man. We're actually doing okay. This thing can't take us out with a facade, and if it hits us, Avalanche should one-shot us. All we have to do is not fully para. That's all we have to do. Yes! Get this terrifying beast out of here. Oh my goodness. A +4 greedent. Got too greedy. Got way too greedy. All right, we got to remember we are paralyzed. So we are slower. So honestly, we just go right for the avalanche. Air slash doesn't hurt us. So we just, as long as we don't full para, man. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, it had to happen at some point. All right. Well, luckily the physical attacker is gone. So I'm just going to shift into Blissey. And we're going to get some chip going off. I know it's going to probably T-Wave. But we're going to start chipping down. Let's go ahead and soft boil now. And now it's swapping. Here comes the Clamp Earl. We got our soft boil off. So even here, Water Pulse is not doing too much. So we're going to go ahead and get a double edge. Ooh, and we got the teleport. 07s for Nurse Joy. We got the chip. We've got the teleport. And we get a free swap into Gengar. Which makes this a one-hit KO. Which means it's going to be a bunch of swapping here because gotta go into the Toga. I don't know why I can't say Togetic. Togetic. Good grief. But it just lets the Clamp Roll go down. And then this is an easy 2-shot. I mean, saluting Nurse Joy in that moment is also very apt. Because Nurse Joy just saved that battle. 1v1'd. Blissey is so strong. I have no idea why I ran back, but we did. So, to be fair, Carnival, your 07s were also very apropos. All right, number 5. Number 5, we got Camper Nathan out here. Mabostiff, Salandit, poor Gary, and Misdreavus. Very terrifying, but Poliwrath does smack-a-lacka this thing. It does have the Intimidate. But we do take care of this 1v1 with the Intimidate, but we do have the Misdreavus in the back. Vileplume second counter. I love me Vileplume. There's a bulky Pokemon right there. You get some sweet matchups where Giga Drain just keeps you alive. It's too good. Leech Seed, Giga Drain. Love it. So, my boss. We're healthy now. We want 141. Why are your stuff gone here? Oh no! Dang, that's a bummer. Are you dex navving or are you complete random? Just curious. Avalanche. We are okay, so we could actually start out with the Titan here and do some avalanche shenanigans. Actually, that is with the avalanche boost. Clutch for that geofight. Duly noted if we ever see it. Avalanche plus Ice Shard is not. Actually, it does take it out. So I think that's a really good lead. As long as it hits us on turn 1. Complete random. Very cool. It's very bold of you, especially in a hardcore Nuzlocke, or in hardcore Radical Red. I've been dex navving because I want to make sure I get good Pokemon. So, we also got the Salandit. How is our Poly doing on the Bandit? Subtoxic. We want to be modest for this fight. Do we want to be timid for this fight? We're never going to be faster. All right. 53rd attempt. Big. With modest, we do 1-hit KO this thing. So this is our... You can sub-toxic all you want. Bubble Beam, we got the answer for you. And Gengar, I can only imagine Gengar is faster than this Mischievous. Oh, we don't want to do you. We want to do here. Even with Fatal Precision, it's not a guaranteed 1-hit KO. But we are faster and we do 2-shot it. So we'll be using Blissey most likely to teleport and get a free swap into our Gengar. Watching streamers like me. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate you keeping the Radical Red dream alive. I really want to get the hardcore randomized Nuzlocke. I mean, Dex Nav victory under my belt. So we've got an answer for everything with the current squad we have going. We do need to swap over to Modest for our Poliwrath, since you're not going to be the answer for the Mudbostiff. The submission's still going to be doing some smack-a-lackin'. And I think we definitely lead off with our Titan, Kratos. To do some big booming. So I think we are Gucci on taking on this. We do need to swap the ability for our Poliwrath. Poliwrath has been so clutch. The one Pokemon that I keep changing the natures the most on. Absolutely loving it. Hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Crow. All right. One more, and then our Team Rocket Dream. I completely forgot that we have the Intimidate. We probably should have played on the swap, because now we don't 2-hit this thing. I still think we go ahead and we do Avalanche turn 1. Because Trailblaze is the weakest move that you can do. And you're already faster than this, and we don't care about speed. So honestly, that only helped us. No B word. Big. Goodbye. Goodbye. We've got the rest. And I mean, that's complete fodder at this point. You're giving us free chip. Free chip on the Mistridius. Free chip. And we already know the play. We've got the beautiful Nurse Joy coming in on this Hex. Coming in. Actually goes for the Willow. We're fine with that too. Predicting the switch. That's interesting. I guess we weren't burnt yet. And then we are doing a little TP action. And we are going out into our Shadow Balling. Boogie Oogie. We guarantee to outspeed, and with the chip that we got, this is now a guarantee one hit knockout. Goodbye. Goodbye. What are you doing to me? Bite does take me out, but I just take my 2 knockout. And do you actually do anything to me with your like sub toxic protect set? We did plan on the Poliwrath finishing you off, but unfortunately for you, this was a clean Gengar sweep. Dunzo. Whoop! I almost sped up into the battle. Oh my goodness, how awful would that have been? Woo! Yeah, so in Dex Nav, when you use the Dex All cheat at the beginning, you can Dex Nav the route. So like right here, I can see what my water encounters are, and I can see what the encounters are here. So after this battle for this route here, we can get our electric drown type. That's going to be ever important for Surge. We can get Nidoking. If we had the Super Rod, we could go for a Melmetal. With the old Rod, we could have Phalanx or Corsola, all great options. Then we can also go Time Changer, change it to day, and check out our day encounters. So we've still got the Nidoking. Quagsire gives us another ground type, which could be really good. Furlish gives us a Jellicent, which would be a really good answer to Sabrina. But it just gives us options to be like, hey, what do we need for our team to get through? Because if we get the electric ground type, this would be helpful for Misty, because it would be helpful for the poison ground Quagsire. So that would probably be our encounter for this route. And then you just do your Dexnad shenanigans and you register it and you auto pop it. So you basically get to choose what your encounters are. Which for hardcore, I'm totally fine. If this was a regular Radical Red run, I would 100% just be doing random. But this is a hardcore. This is really tough. We're going to need to do as much as we can to try and get as far as we can. But I'm going to use the restroom real fast, so I'll be right back. YouTube crashed. Chair stream just went to the restroom. Hopefully I return. There's me coming back. All right, Gucci, good, glorious. Yeah, I got you. I thought you meant a way to pick and yeah, you can't choose. It's still randomized to the route, so it's still the route's randomized, but you can choose which encounter you want from that route. So it's almost like choosing your exact Pokemon, but it gives you options. Are you using the YouTube app? Because I could imagine it doing it on the YouTube app as well. All right, we've got the last battle of the stream today. Arcanine, Druddigon, Toga. Oh my goodness, I can't do this. Toga Damaru, and Kamala. Terrifying looking team. Intimidate on the lead. We've got the lefties, the Rocky Helmet. Man, that thing is going to be a huge problem for our team. That thing is going to be super, super broken for our team. Nugget Bridge Arcanine has the D-Rage. Bubble Beam does two-shot it and will never be faster than it. I plan on streaming in the mornings, so anytime between 9 and 10 start time. It just depends on when work's going to be happening for me. But that's when I plan on streaming. So pretty much what you saw today between 9 and noon, that's kind of when I plan on streaming. So we do take care of this Arcanine with 2 Bubble Beams. How does our not very much used... You'll be going for Thunderfang. We do two-shot with the Water Pulse, so Tapu Fini is probably the better lead here. So I think Tapu Fini is going to be our lead. So we'll bring you back. We'll have to remember someone's got to go out. Vigoroth could be an option. How many special attackers are there? There are 0 special attackers. So I think Blissey, unfortunately, does not come this battle. Yeah, no worries, man. Blissey is not coming this time. And then we want to lead with our Tapu Fini. Where is Gengar? What is this? This Kamala can't touch Gengar. So that's just kind of a free win on the Kamala, which is pretty big. What else are we looking at? We got Druddigon. Obviously, our Kratos. Kratos feels like a really big answer here. Protect. It's going to probably Toxic. So we just get big damage off with Avalanches and Ice Shards. So that's not too scary for us. This Toga Damaru, though. We do one shot with Submission. Welcome back. We do one shot with Submission. We take 63% and then 20%. Does Zippy Zap, does that have the chance of flinching? Is that right? Always results in a critical hit. That is very unfortunate. So the crit is going to absolutely... Yeah, this Kamala is rough, but it can't touch my Gengar. So Gengar literally 1v1s this thing. I can confuse it, sucker punch away when it tries to do last resort. So I'm lucky there. Oh man, you're not going to be good for this. Togedemaru is what's going to be crushing me. Man, Zippy Zap is a guaranteed crit. I really, 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 really wish. And we're never going to outspeed it. Oh man, I wish I had a choice scarf. Ended your last run. I think the steel electric rat is what's going to end me. We take care of you with the Finny. What are you doing against the Toga? Iron Head's what you're going to be using here. We don't do anything in return. We get flinched, but we do have the 120 base Avalanche. Still doing nothing in return. We're going to be losing a Pokemon to this this rat. We are going to be losing a Pokemon to this rat. Because it's got the guaranteed crit. Ooh, Hone Edge. That's going to be a big Pokemon. Get huge power on that thing. Shadow Ball could be cool, but we might have to try and go for a sleep. The 50-50 sleep on this electric rat. Oh man. Vigoroth. Does anyone get Bulldoze? Have I forgotten that? I'm pretty sure I have that TM. We don't. We have Power Punch. No one can learn it. No one can learn it. Aerial Ace. Low Sweep's not going to do anything. Icy Wind's not going to do anything. We don't have anything to handle. Oh my goodness, we're in trouble. Yeah, no fire. Lost both my fire Pokemon to the rival. Lost both my ground Pokemon to the rival. And unfortunately, Oricorio doesn't learn fire move. We would be faster. I guess we could make ourselves faster. By making ourselves timid with Oricorio. Oricorio might have to become Sack tier. Because we have Feather Dance on this Oricorio. Vigoroth, you literally don't do anything this battle. And then we go to the Pokemon to do potential move relearn. Teeter Dance. Over Helping Hand. I did grab the egg because I chose the egg encounter, which ended up being the Tapu Fini, over the Old Rod encounter because it was Gorbis or Girafarig as the Old Rod encounter here. So already used my egg. Which, honestly, I was saving the Palatown encounter for an egg. I probably should have taken this egg and still gotten an encounter. Why are you so low? So I think what we're gonna have to do is be timid on our Oricorio, hit the Feather Dance. It's still going to murder us with Zippy Zap, but I can go into... I mean, the crit ignores it. Zippy Zap's always going to crit. So Oricorio might have to be a sack just to confuse this thing and have some confusion luck. And then we also need Hypnosis luck too. We be in trouble. Because the Zippy Zap Crips, I think this is going to be the run. We don't have too many answers. Vigoroth, what were your other moves, Vig? Slack off? Can we Sucker Punch? Slack off? We can be faster by going Jolly. So we Sucker Punch, do 50... I mean, the Zippy Zap guarantee crits what's going to just destroy us. We could yawn it. Another way to get it to sleep. We might have to guarantee the sleep. Sucker Punch, get some chip, it goes to sleep, and then we can swap into... that's going to have to be the play. I mean, I don't want to sack my Vigoroth, but... Yawn, who can take a Zippy Zap? No one. Electric just destroys my team. Yeah, we're just gonna have to finger cross YOLO it with I think we're going to risk our Vigoroth. We're gonna yawn. Take the crit. And depending on how much health we have on Zetitan, we could go into Zetitan and take a hit. Where do I get berries? Where do I get all the berries? Can I get all the berries at this point in hardcore? I don't remember. I have to grind out the dens. Is that the only way? Pokedex, monotype encounters, normal mode bosses, mystery gift codes. Can't do puzzle. Team preview, easy catch. We don't want that. Berry, berry, berry. Is that a code? Is that what you're saying? I need the berries. No, I didn't use that code. That's what I'm reading right now. Bag. Can I use it now and like still get it? SO2. Toxic. But how do I get... Can I get the stuff from this dude again? No. Is it only from this guy that gets it? Because I can't cut. Help! Gives you packages. Maybe I can't get the care package because I can't talk to the Professor Aid. Well, that might be for the next run because this run might be ending here. All right, Blissey is absolutely useless to this battle because they're all physical attackers. So Blissey, you're in the box. We're going to see. We're going to have hypnosis shenanigans. We're faster with... if we put it to sleep, we can two-shot it with... Gengar. We can one-shot it with... Use the Poke Rider and fly back. I mean, I just put it in. So I just popped it in. I just don't know where you get the care packages. I assume the care packages come from the professor. Can I just go talk to the professor at the beginning? Because since we already went by him, he does the time changer. He just says I'm an aide. I don't get a care package here. And I already got the 2 care packages outside of Vermilion, and I already got it from the other checkpoint. Yep. So I won't have it for this run, but we'll have it for all future runs. So we lead off with Zoe. This takes care of the Arcanine. We 1v1 it. Maybe we can soak it to take away its stab, but it's still going to crit. I think we just got to yellow it. We've done enough prep. We know that we're going to have to probably have a yawn or hypnosis shenanigans that happens. I'm just going to go for it. Congratulations. Do you want to join Team Rocket? No, my guy. No. Are we on the map? We are. All right, we're going to go for it. Hopefully he doesn't switch. Hopefully he just goes for the Thunderfang, even though he doesn't get 2-shot. No para? No P-word? No flinch, too? Could we have been faster? We could not. Okay. Does swap out going into the Kamala, which is okay. Comatose? How much are we doing? Only doing about 25%. But here we always swapped into... Actually, do we run the tech? We only take 85% from... We're at 68%. Type water. If we change this thing's type to water, I don't think it gets stab anymore. We live most likely the last resort, and then we can actually hit this thing with the we don't have to hit it with sucker punches. We can hit it with Shadow Ball. Gengar, Kamala, because Soak completely changes it, right? I think I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna go for the Soak. It's confused too, so we have a chance that it hits itself. It hit itself. That's big. That is big. Because now we get the free swap into Oogie. Hit yourself again. Sleep Talk, but it's going to use Last Resort, which doesn't affect us. Yours only has a Growlithe. Are you not on hardcore? And now we get to fire off a free Shadow Ball. It can't touch us. Come on. Give me a swap. It's just going to let it go down. Well, the Kamal is down. And the Dredagon is here. And this thing's definitely going for Dragon Tail. I think it's the difference between hardcore and regular. Who do I want to take this Dragon Tail? How much is Marius taken? Marius is kind of fodder right now, which sucks. But I think I'm going to swap into Marius. Who are you dragging out? We got the Polly. Which is kind of a bummer. But we are faster. What do we go faster with the circle throw if he uses Dragon Tail? Or is he gonna toxic me? Probably gonna toxic me. Man, we're doing so well right now, but that Togedemaru is what's going to get us. What do we do here? Dragon Tail does 25 to 30%. Submission does 28 to 35%. It has the Iron Barb, so we take that damage too. And we have the Growlithe and the Togedemaru left. We don't really want the Togedemaru coming in for free because then we have to lose our Aristotle. This is rough. And I really don't want my Ice Boy to get toxic, even though we do have rest. So we can heal it up potentially. But Dragon Tail on the like taking the Dragon Tail on a swap doesn't feel good. I think I'm gonna go for the Circle Throw. It missed its toxic. That's pretty big. We take Ruffson and we get the Intimidating Arcanine. Which is okay because we are, in fact, modest, right? Yes. Unfortunately, we're not faster. So as long as we don't get flinched here, I think we take this thing out with a Bubble Beam. Withdraws, are you going into the Togi? Nope, going right into the Drud. It went for Toxic last time. So I'm wondering if I take damage, I take the Toxic. I think I'm going to do Submission this time. I think it went for Dragon Tail this time. We take double recoil. That's okay. No. Went for the Toxic. We are faster. Got to remember we're faster. All right, now it's got the Toxic Protect. So if I think it's going to protect this turn, I go out into Kratos. We're bringing the ice. Absolutely going to protect this turn. Nope, just went for the Dragon Tail. Dang. And Oricorio is here. That's kind of buns, man. That's kind of buns. Teeter Dance or Feather Dance? I think I'm gonna Feather Dance. I'm gonna neuter this thing. You get me on the Toxic. I think this time it's going to Dragon Tail again, and we're going to Air Cutter because we don't want to Dragon Tail our ice out, and maybe we get lucky and we go into our Ice Boy. We got the Vigoroth. Oh man, this battle's intense. This battle is intense. All right, we are way faster. Did we leave ourselves Jolly? No, we left ourselves Adamant. We could easily yawn this thing, but we want to save the yawn for the Togedemaru. So are we just slashing? I think we're just slashing. A crit would be absolutely clutch. Ugh, clutch, man. It's a high crit move. No crit. Going for the Dragon Tail. Just give me my ice type. No ice type. We got to go for the Bubble Beam. It didn't click Protect. I don't know why it didn't click Protect. Ice type me. Thank you. Thank you. Withdraws. The Togi comes out. All right, what are you doing to me? Iron Head does 60%. Oh my goodness. As long as we don't get flinched, we do some big damage here with don't flinch me, man. No flinch, no crits. Breakthrough. And just get a big chunk of damage off. Huge damage. Huge damage. We take the iron barbs and that, so we only... Never mind, Kratos is down. Kratos, 07s. You did extremely well. That's a bummer. Our shiny is gone. We are faster and we do 37% with you, so we could come out into you. Where are we at with Gengar? I wish I paid attention to how much health was left, because Kratos might have just put this Pokemon into range for Shadow Ball. Druddigon is useless. Poliwrath is not going to be faster. All right, I think we got to go out into Oogie. Oh, man. Next stream is going to be next Pokemon. I think we're winning. This thing's gone. Arcanine's out here. We don't care about Arcanine. I'm pretty sure we just got the sweep. I'm pretty confident. This does 53 to 63%. Gone. Druddigon, gone. Oh, man. Kratos. Silk Scarfs, Wakan berries. We got all the berries from this guy. Oh, Kratos. Kratos, you did so well. I loved you so much. My big, beefy boy. Merciless to the end. Take your final rest. We get 2 encounters here. This was for the run. Merciless, you let us keep going. Oh my goodness. Let's hit that save. New PB. New PB. And I'm gonna take some time to go ahead and get these encounters. I am going to go ahead and get us this encounter. Let's just save it one more time to make sure. And I think we know. Oh my gosh, Clefable is also very good. But I think I'm going to go with Sandy Shock. Huge. Oh, we got to battle this guy, though. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. Can you get out of my way? So we got ourselves a nice Sandy Shock. Level 14. We're hitting the hypnosis. We are paying attention to our HP. And there it is. Now the question, Carnival, is do you want the Sandy Shock named Crow? Do we want to go with a more apropos nickname for Sandy Shock? And do you want to risk the next route? We don't know what's in the next route yet. So we could save Crow for the next one. If not, we can definitely do Crow for this. I'll let you make that decision. I can't believe we beat the Togedemaru. That was huge. That was hype. Risk it for the next bird. All right. So for this Sandy Shock, you know what? For what just happened, the hype is real. The hype is here. Hype is ready to go. What did hype roll with? Oh, we got to go to PC. Summary for our Sandy Shock doubles the weight with heavy metal. Does this thing get gyro ball? Does this thing get gyro ball? That's the question. Marius, you did very well too. We didn't have to sack off Marius. It gets Tri Attack, which will take that over Thundershock. Screech over T-Wave. I mean, we can always relearn it. We can always relearn it. Nice and hype here. But we got ourselves an encounter over here in the rain. This will be the final thing we do this episode. Let's go ahead and grab this Leaf Stone. Let's see what Crow could potentially be. I mean, we do have a Cyclizar right here. Little Cyclizar. A beautiful Cyclizar. I mean, we got the Crobat. What else are we rocking with? Victini. Do we need a fire type? That doesn't really help us with Misty. We also can get ourselves a Clefable. We do have an Eevee here. We can choose most of the evolutions. I don't know if we can choose all of them. Or our Dragon's Cyclizar. What moves does Cyclizar get? I know we get Radical Red Docks. I need to pull up the Pokedex here from the docks. I need to see what move Cyclizar gets. Oh, and there's a Grovyle too. The problem with Grovyle is it's up here. It's a good rod. So I think the only rod we have, I mean, we could get we can't do dupes. So the only one we can get is Metapod. Because it is the good rod. We want... That Pokemon changes. Where is the Pokedex? Is it in... Maybe it's one of the other clickables. Are there links here? Yes. Here's the Pokedex. Let's go to Cyclizar. It does get U-turn at 27. It's gonna have Breaking Swipe, U-turn, Bite, and either Taunt or Rapid Spin. U-turn is actually really good. Gives us some actual pivoting momentum. The ground Cindiscourse is here too. Yeah, Eevee's an option. The question is, does would we want Jolteon or Leafeon for this battle? I feel like we'd want Jolteon because of the Misty's Frogadier. But is Thunder Fang enough? Doesn't get T-Wave until 33. Jolteon's really good. It's just not going to have the moves. Kanto leaders. And actually, this is hard mode, so the Frogadier's not here. We've got the Rain team with the Ludicolo, the Politoed, still has the Clogsire, has the absolutely devastating, bulky Mantine, still has the Starmie and the Toxicroak. How many ice moves are we seeing here? So we got Aurora Beam from the Swift Swim Ludicolo. This might be the end right here. Tons of flip turns. Bugsy terrifies me. I don't know if we have a good answer to Bugsy right now, especially with the rain up. So Cyclizar, the only thing that really scares Cyclizar. I just unlocked the move relearner because I don't have New Game Plus saved, but I do have move relearner. I just don't know if Thunder, Thunderbolt, Thunder Shock, move Tutor, Breeding. I just don't think it relearns anything. So I think Jolteon would be really good. It doesn't get discharged until 36, which is kind of a bummer. So that's kind of a bummer. I think our best Pokemon is Cyclizar. It's super fast. It's going to be able to hit hard. We could give it the band. I think Cyclizar is going to be our choice here. So I'm going to lock in the Cyclizar. We hit a Hypnosis is out turn 1. We got to be careful of D-Rages. So I got to be kind of careful. You know, I'm going to also Confuse Ray so that it can hit itself. We only have 8 more of these. Come on, just one ball. One ball, that's all we need. There it is. There it is. All right, and we're saving Crow for a bird. I'm going to nickname this thing after Benny the Jet Rodriguez from The Sandlot. But we're also going to just give him 2 T's because he's that fast. The T was blurred twice. We got Benny the Jet here. Rockin' Unburden. Doubles the speed if the item is lost. How fitting is that, man? Benny the Jet Rodriguez. So this thing is not going to be outsped. I mean, we do have 2 Swift Swimmers in the next battle with Misty. We got to decide if we want to take on Bugsy. We definitely want Bite. We don't quite need the Rapid Spin. We absolutely want U-Turn. You know what? U-Turn over Quick Attack for now. But Jet, I love Jet. Jet's going to be a great addition to the team. Thanks for watching, Carnival. Anyone else that tuned in today or tuned in on the replay? If I know a few people check out the live replay. I am going to be coming in tomorrow. It's going to be a crazy episode tomorrow, or it's going to be a big pivot back to Brock. Going back to the beginning. Thanks again for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. Later. Dude.